Hi, thank you for joining me. Something different. I haven't reviewed a radio control before. And to coin a phrase, this is the best thing since bubblegum in the RC world. This is the T8SG radio controlled transmitter, supplied courtesy of Banggood.com for review. So unless you swear by and only stick with S-Bus, this is the best thing to have because it has multi-protocol and can virtually accommodate and bind with almost every other protocol. So I'm not going to go through all the protocols, but obviously it's 2.4 gigahertz. It has a 2 megabyte internal memory and a 4-in-1 RF chip. Without getting too technical, that's very good. And a 128 by 64 pixel backlit 1.7 inch LCD screen. Also has sound and vibration alerts, assignable dials and switches, which they should really have, and powers by 2S LiPo battery, which is not included, but it does not take your normal AA batteries. Let's open up. And first of all, you get the deviation user manual for this, and this manual is basically worth the price alone. Never have I seen, or it'll take a while before you get such a comprehensive, helpful, detailed manual for a radio controlled transmitter. So for a beginner, this is perfect. Then it also comes in this nice soft case box. It's not a hard shell. And it's always good to have a protective case for a radio control transmitter. A nice zip, you can feel and hear the quality. We get a neck strap, and more importantly, we get this radio control transmitter. So size-wise, it's not big, but it's not small. It really has a good quality feel. This antenna maybe not so, but if it does the job, that is good. 1, 2, 3, 4 auxiliary switches, all 3-phase. So no 2-phase switches. Left gimbal is not spring loaded, but very smooth, not too hard. Right gimbal spring loaded, feels good. These buttons do the job. They don't have to be of good quality, and you need to supply your own battery, which fits in over here. Now the only battery I've got that's going to fit in here is this 900 mAh 7.4 volt battery, so it does take 7.4 volts, but you can get bigger batteries, and this conveniently slides into here. To connect the balance plug is not the easiest task in this confined space. And once you get it connected, it's good. So that's it, finally connected. I said it wasn't easy. Just close up there. And if we power it on, you get an LED light there, deviation comes up, and we're on the main screen. We can see model. This is showing a helicopter, but we need to choose the right configuration. Now the big thing with radio controlled transmitters is the ease of programming, and there is no easy way. It's a learning process to start off with, but as I mentioned before, this comes with a great manual. You don't have to go and search online for various tips and functions. It's quite informative, and I'll take you through the basics shortly. I'm also not doing this review as a comparison with another radio control transmitter, but this is the FR Sky QX7 Tyrannus that I'm also going to be reviewing and that I use. So I'm just going to show you for size. This is smaller and is lighter and is not a bad thing. Is actually a good size and actually quite comfortable and does not feel heavy at all. So let's have a look at some of the basics. So this is the part that people can find intimidating, but it is really not so bad. Okay, so this works with deviation software and not open source. When you power up, you get this. Now we've got an enter button here, exit button there, and here's our navigation menu. So we press down on enter. We've got model menu, transmitter menu, USB, about deviation. So we can scroll down and let's have a look and enter. And it says this version is the T8SG version 5 XX 2017 10.5. Not really helpful because of this being a newcomer. There are going to be updates required and firmware updates, and to do that, unfortunately, you will have to open this up to access the USB port to plug in to do the firmware, but there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to do this, but we are not going to go into that now. So let's exit and go back to the model menu and press enter. Get model setup, enter, look at model name, model type, enter, and then we need to navigate whether it's a heli or a plane or a multi-rotor, and select by pressing enter. Your TX power, leave it at default, select PPM, you can select the channel, the stick, extend, exit there, go back into model setup, select the number of channels, Then you need to go to the mixer to select the appropriate channels for your auxiliary switches. Timers, you can set timers. You can go into telemetry configuration, trims, data logging, main page configuration, voice configuration, and those are the options there. If we look at the transmitter menu, you've already seen transmitter configuration, channel monitor, I'm not sure what that's about, telemetry monitor, advanced, range test, press enter to start test. Okay, power reduced to 100 from 150 milliwatts. Press enter to stop test, and then you can press enter again for that. Exit, USB. Okay, so once you connect it to USB, you will then go into whatever you want to do with the USB drive. And don't get that confused with the simulator connection we have on top here. This is a separate connection if you want to connect this to a simulator. So those are the basics, and it's something you just need to work through and get used to set it up. So, you know, if you order something and it comes with a different receiver, if you have this remote control transmitter, you almost guaranteed to be able to bind with it if you don't get the correct receiver or you don't attach your own receiver. So for anybody wanting to get it into hobby grade and have your own versatile radio control transmitter, I really recommend this. Or else you will have to specialize in one particular protocol. And I'm going to find this really useful and beneficial, and I actually really do like the size and the weight. So I hope you found this informative. I'm not going to go through the manual. The manual does the job on its own. It is very good, and I look forward to using this great radio control transmitter.